Now we're talking about a hydrogen vehicle, which is an electric vehicle.
Okay.
It drives electrically with all the advantages of electric drive.
The world is quickly transitioning to cleaner transportation with electric vehicles. However, it is important to note that different perspectives exist regarding the most efficient path towards achieving carbon neutrality. While electric vehicles have gained widespread attention and adoption, some companies and experts argue that fuel cells, particularly those powered by hydrogen, may offer advantages in certain applications and sectors. Hence the debate: will fuel cell vehicles crush the EV industry? Let's find out. Electric vehicles have gained significant attention in recent years, with car manufacturers such as Ford, GM, and Tesla emerging as prominent proponents of the EV movement. Among them, Tesla has established itself as the largest EV company in the world. While EVs offer numerous advantages, such as reduced emissions and lower operational costs, they may not appeal to every consumer due to certain limitations. One area where electric engines face challenges is in heavy machinery applications. Heavy machinery, such as construction equipment, agricultural vehicles, and large trucks, typically require high levels of power and torque for optimal performance. At present, electric engines do not always meet these specific requirements, limiting their suitability for heavy-duty tasks. In response to this limitation, many car manufacturers have been exploring alternative technologies, such as hydrogen fuel cells, to power vehicles. Hydrogen fuel cell technology harnesses the abundant resource of hydrogen to generate electricity, offering potential benefits for various applications. JCB, a renowned pioneer in the heavy machinery industry, has been at the forefront of recognizing the importance of transitioning towards sustainable and environmentally friendly alternatives to traditional diesel engines. With a commitment to exploring greener options, JCB has embarked on various experiments and research initiatives, including the evaluation of battery cells as a potential power source for their machines. During their extensive research and development efforts, JCB thoroughly assessed the viability of electric engines in the context of heavy machinery applications. Despite the potential environmental benefits offered by electric engines, they found that existing electric engine technologies did not meet the demanding power requirements of their heavy-duty equipment. The sheer magnitude of power needed to effectively operate these machines was beyond the capabilities of current electric engine solutions. In light of these findings, JCB sought to collaborate with industry leaders to explore alternative power sources for their heavy machinery. In 2019, they entered into a partnership with Nissan, a prominent player in the electric vehicle market, to conduct joint research and development projects. One notable experiment undertaken as part of this collaboration involved the installation of a fuel cell in a prototype 20-ton X-Series excavator. By integrating fuel cell technology into the excavator, JCB aimed to showcase their commitment to finding sustainable solutions for heavy machinery. Fuel cells, specifically hydrogen fuel cells, have the potential to provide high power output and longer operating ranges, addressing the limitations observed with battery cells in heavy machinery applications. Hydrogen fuel cell vehicles operate differently from battery-powered or plug-in hybrid vehicles, despite sharing the characteristic of using electricity to power their wheels. Hydrogen fuel cell vehicles generate electricity within the vehicle itself, rather than relying on rechargeable batteries. The fundamental principle behind a hydrogen fuel cell vehicle involves the utilization of a fuel cell to produce electricity. In this process, hydrogen gas stored in the vehicle's fuel tank combines with oxygen from the air in the fuel cell stack. This electrochemical reaction generates an electric current that powers the vehicle's electric motor, propelling it forward. The only byproducts of this reaction are water vapor and heat, making fuel cell vehicles environmentally friendly. It is important to note that both hydrogen fuel cell vehicles and battery electric vehicles are considered electric vehicles, as they use electric motors for propulsion. However, the primary difference lies in the method of generating and storing the electrical energy. BEVs rely on rechargeable batteries that store electricity for later use, while hydrogen fuel cell vehicles generate electricity on demand through the chemical reaction between hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen fuel cell electric vehicles, including the infrastructure required to support them, are still in the early stages of development and deployment. The United States Department of Energy is actively engaged in research and development efforts to advance the technology and promote the widespread adoption of hydrogen-powered transportation. Their objective is to make hydrogen-powered vehicles cost-effective, environmentally beneficial, and safe for everyday use. The Energy Policy Act of 1992 in the United States classifies hydrogen as an alternative fuel and provides certain benefits to promote its usage. This includes eligibility for alternative fuel vehicle tax credits, encouraging consumers and businesses to invest in hydrogen fuel cell vehicles, and supporting the development of the necessary infrastructure. So what are the advantages of these fuel cell vehicles over EVs? Reduced greenhouse gas emissions. Unlike gasoline or diesel vehicles that emit greenhouse gases, primarily carbon dioxide, SCEVs produce zero tailpipe emissions apart from heat and water vapor. Although the production of hydrogen may still involve some greenhouse gas emissions depending on the source, it is significantly lower compared to conventional vehicles. Decreased oil dependence. SCEVs can help reduce reliance on crude oil because hydrogen can be generated from domestic sources. These sources include natural gas, coal, renewable resources such as water, biogas, and agricultural waste. This can enhance a country's self-sufficiency and decrease vulnerability to oil price fluctuations in an uncertain oil market. Environmentally friendly operation. SCEVs provide a clean energy source without any negative environmental impact during operation. The electrochemical reaction within the fuel cell produces electricity without combustion, resulting in a quieter and pollution-free driving experience. Faster charging. SCEVs have an advantage over battery-powered electric vehicles, BEVs, when it comes to charging time. Filling up a hydrogen tank takes minutes, similar to refueling a conventional vehicle, whereas recharging the battery of a BEV can take significantly longer. Extended range. SCEVs typically offer a longer driving range compared to BEVs. This is due to the higher energy density of hydrogen and the ability to store larger amounts of energy in a fuel cell system. Some SCEVs also incorporate range extender fuel cell power units to further enhance the driving range. Temperature resilience. SCEVs are less affected by temperature variations compared to BEVs. Extreme hot or cold weather conditions can impact the performance and range of BEVs, whereas SCEs remain relatively unaffected, providing consistent performance regardless of outside temperature. While fuel cells clearly have some important advantages, it is important to note that this technology is still in its infancy and doesn't have the infrastructure it needs to become a major form of transportation. However, this technology is one to look forward to, and it could give the EV industry a run for their money. What do you think about this? Let us know down in the comments section.